Hi, thanks for joining us today at mysandyspringstv.com. My name is Henning von Schmeling, and I'm here today to talk to you about our upcoming native plant sale. We have a great selection at the Nature Center plant sale, which is going to be September 30th, October 1st, both days from 9 to 5. And we have a unique selection of plants native to this area. One of my favorites that we have just recently started growing are these little asters. And this is a new species that was found up in northwest Georgia. It's a prairie plant, very drought tolerant, which is one of the wonderful things that native plants actually can do. They can go through these droughts that we have and come right through it and bloom well and have pretty much no diseases. Almost any kind of soil for this plant will do. Full sun, great plant to have. We have a wonderful selection. We also have native ferns like this one here. We have this is one of the wood ferns. It's evergreen. This beautiful plant for your garden, for the shade garden. We also were successful this year for the first time to grow some of the magnolias that are native here. This is a large leaf magnolia, and these are still very small leaves on it. They will get much larger, up to 3 feet long and a foot wide when it matures. Gets about 50 feet tall. You can grow it in the shade or in the sun. Does very, very well here in Atlanta. And huge dinner plate sized flowers in the late spring, early summer. We also have some of the fall blooming perennials like this one here. This is a great blue lobelia, just started blooming. Will bloom another couple of weeks. And we'll have plenty of these available at the native plant sale at the Chattahoochee Nature Center coming up September 30th and October 1st. One of the things I want to talk to you about is this wonderful little plant. This is one of the oldest plants on Earth. It's been around for a long, long time. It was around when the dinosaurs were here. This is called scouring rush. Back then, they used to be 60, 70 feet tall. Nowadays, they only get about 3 to 4 feet tall. It is called scouring rush because it is very rough on the outside. And the first settlers, when they came over here and they went out west, they would use this to scrub their pots with. After they would cook, they would break these off and they would scour their pots with it. That's why it's called the scouring rush. The Nature Center has been involved with native plant propagation since about 1989. And when we started the horticulture program, we have grown many, many plants. We have supported other organizations that want to get into native plant propagation. We have assisted with new nonprofits that have formed in the Atlanta area that are involved just with native plants. And it's a wonderful thing that people are getting more excited about native plants, growing them. They're drought tolerant. They're adaptable to our environments here. They love Georgia clay, which many plants don't. So these are great things to put in your garden and grow for year-round garden interest. Another thing I want to talk to you about today is our involvement with the Georgia Plant Conservation Alliance. We have been members with them for 4 or 5 years now. We grow rare and endangered plant species from throughout the state, and we propagate them here. We multiply, get them out into the field again, into natural habitat. One of the ones here today is this one right here. This is the dwarf sumac. There are only 2 populations left in Georgia, and historically there was one right here about a half a mile away from the Chattahoochee Nature Center near a farmer's field. They had found a population back in 1907, and it is wiped out, and we're hoping to reintroduce these here at the Chattahoochee Nature Center underneath our power lines to establish a colony of them so we can enjoy them again here in this area where they historically were. Thanks for joining us today on mysandyspringstv.com. Please join us at the native plant sale here September 30th and October the 1st, and also next week for another wonderful show from the banks of the Chattahoochee River at the Chattahoochee Nature Center. Thank you.